Pleasant day to each and everyone. We are the Group 6 and we're here to discuss about Bernoulli's equation with friction loss. So the contents of our topic would be first, introduction. We will introduce our topic. Number two, second part is all about Bernoulli's equation, the formula and such. Then number three, application of Bernoulli's equation. And then lastly, sample problems of the said topic. So first, what is Bernoulli's equation? Bernoulli's equation is is a principle in fluid mechanics that describes the behavior of fluids under varying conditions of flow and height. So, it clearly states that it describes the behavior of the fluid under a circumstances of condition such as the flow and the height. Here, it implies that in a streamlined flow, the sum of these energy components remains constant. So, what are the three energy components? We have the pressure energy, kinetic energy, and lastly, the potential energy. So, with this means that if the velocity of the fluid increases, its pressure must decrease, and vice versa, assuming height remains constant. In assuming height remains constant, similarly, if the height changes, either the pressure or the velocity must change to maintain the balance. So, in real life application, fluids often experience frictional losses as they flow through pipes, ducts, and other channels. So, it is simply that whenever the fluid flows pipes based on the pipes that's been used, whether the roughness or the fittings and valves and such, these frictional losses need to be accounted for to make the equation more accurate for practical use. The modified Bernoulli's equation incorporating friction loss is also known as the head loss. So next is the next part will be the Bernoulli's equation as a mathematical formula, and it will be discussed to you by my fellow reporter, Roger Corpus.
So this is the Bernoulli equation as a mathematical formula. So we have here P1 minus P2 all over the density plus the V1 square minus V2 square all over the 2 times the gravitational constant plus the gravity times the H1 minus H2 over the gravitational constant plus the efficiency times the working power equals all over equals to the mm, head loss or the friction loss. So first we have here the pressure energy, which is the P1 minus P2 all over the density. So itong pressure na ito ay isang energy possessed by a liquid particle by which or by virtue of its existing pressure. So by its existing pressure siya. So dito naman sa ikalawa, which is the B1 square and B2 square, ito siya isa siyang tinatawag na kinetic energy, which is a energy possessed by a liquid particle by virtue of its motion or its velocity. So for third, we have here the H1 minus H2 over the gravitational constant ay tinatawag din siya na potential energy, and it is a energy possessed by a liquid particle by virtue of its position. And next we have here the efficiency of the working power, and we have here the WP, which is the working power, and lastly we have the head loss or the friction loss. So next slide. In this next slide, we'll be discussing the frictional head loss, the other formula of it. So first we have the F times the L over D times the V square over 2G. So the F is the friction factor or it is unitless also. The L, ang length of pipe niya. Yung D, yung diameter of pipe niya. Yung V, yung fluid velocity niya by feet over seconds. And the G, it is the gravitational acceleration and its unit is feet over second square. So next. So yung equation daw na yun or formula daw na yun ay tinatawag siyang Darcy's equation, which is the frictional head loss can be calculated using a mathematical relationship that is known as Darcy's equation for head loss. The equation takes two different or two distinct forms. The first form is there's equations determines the losses in a system associated with the length of the pipe. So here, pinakita niya lang dito ulit yung mga units niya and then yung definition ng mga nakasulat doon sa formula niya. Next slide and next reporter.
So next, we will now discuss the application of Bernoulli's equation. So first of all, Bernoulli's equation has many applications. For example, we can use it to explain how planes generate to lift. Ito daw is to calculate the velocity of fluid flow or why ships have to run away from each other as they pass, and other application that we find in our daily lives. So first, dito nga sa listahan natin yung most popular application of Bernoulli's theorem. First dito is yung Bernoulli theorem application in fluid mechanics. The Bernoulli equation is applied to all incompressible fluid flow problems. Next is Python tube and venturimeter. Ito yung device na nagme-measure ng flow sa open channels and inside tubes. Can all be used with the Bernoulli's equation. Venturimeter is a device. Sabi nga dito, yung venturimeter is device based on Bernoulli principle and used to determine the rate of flow through a pipe. To work by measuring the present drop across the section near the pipe. For an incompressible fluid, reducing the diameter will increase the fluid flow velocity. Yun yung function ng venturimeter. And addition dito sa Bernoulli theorem application in fluid mechanics, sabi dito is Bernoulli theorem in fluid mechanics is applied to explain laminar flow. The application of Bernoulli's theorem involves comparing quantities between different streamline. So next slide is the application of Bernoulli's equation in pumps. First is measuring the pressure drop across the section near the pipe. An incompressible fluid reducing the diameter will increase the fluid flow velocity. Sabi ko kanina, as I mentioned before, the speed of a fluid flow can measured by devices like Venturi meters, which used to reduce the diameter of the flow and place into a pipeline. Next is the application of Bernoulli's theorem in aeroplanes. Lift is achieved in part by the design of the airplane's wing. Next, the difference in air velocity is calculated using Bernoulli's principle of difference in pressure. So dito raw, bakit daw mahalaga yung design ng airplane's wing para umangat or to generate lift the airplanes. So sa Bernoulli's equation is may explain niya dito kung bakit kailangan daw yung design ng airplane's wings yung kailangan or importante. In the case of flight, the fluid flowing above the wing of the aircraft move faster than the flowing under the wing. And according to Bernoulli's principle, this causes the creation of a region of low pressure above the surface of the air, and region of high pressure under the place, and this pressure difference is what generates altitude. And also according to Bernoulli's theory, the air pressure at a higher speed on the upper surface than a lower one. The difference in air velocity is calculated using Bernoulli's equation or Bernoulli's principle. So next, lastly, the application of Bernoulli's equation in medicine. Bernoulli's principle can be used in echocardiography to evaluate blood flow and to describe localized pressure decrease produced by high flow rate near blockage. Lastly is for clinical medicine. The equation is used for an easy estimation of pressure gradients from velocity. So next, we will now proceed to the next discussion or next topic, which is example problems of Bernoulli's equation.
Example number 1. Water is being pumped from an open reservoir at a rate of 2 kilograms per second at a 10 degrees Celsius to an open storage tank 1,500 meters away. The pipe is 3.5 inches scheduled 40 pipe, and the frictional losses in system are 625 joules per kilogram. The surface of water reservoir is 20 meters above the level of the storage tank. The pump has an efficiency of 75%. So, what is the kilowatt power required for the pump? So, with this problem, we have a given figure with this having the tank A and this tank B. So, the efficiency of the pump is 75% here. Then the flow rate is 2 kilograms per second, and we have a friction loss of 625 joules per kilogram. So in solving this kind of problem, we've come up with a equation using N, which is the efficiency, WP, which is the required power, is equal to P sub B minus P sub A over the density, plus G over GC, which means gravitational constant, times multiplied by Z sub V minus Z sub A, plus alpha V B squared minus VA squared over 2GC, plus the friction loss, which is the HF. So in this problem, having both container open air, meaning the pressure in both container is 1. So we can neglect the pressure. Then the velocity having 0 because due to the large sectional area. Then the ZA, which is the height, having 20 meters. So with this formula, we can cancel out the pressure and the velocity. Then we will come up to this formula. N, which is the efficiency times the power, is equal to frictional losses minus G over GC times the ZA, which is the 20 meters. So substituting HF being 625 joules per kilogram minus 9.8 over 1 times 20 meters, we've come up to an answer of 429 joules per kilogram. But that's not it. In getting the power required, we must divide the 429 kilojoules per kilogram into 75.75, which is the efficiency. Here, efficiency of the pump. And that would be 572 joules per kilogram. So in getting power, we must convert it into watts or kilowatts. But with this problem, we will convert it in kilowatts. So the power would be 572 joules per kilogram times 2 kilograms per second multiplied by 1 kilowatt over 1000 watts. And the final answer would be 1.144 kilowatts. That would be all.
Sample problem. Water flows at 0.2 meter cube per second through a 300 millimeter diameter, 120 meter long pipe under a pressure difference of 280 millimeter of mercury. Compute the friction factor. So here's our illustration for this problem. So yung water daw ay nagpo-flow dito ng 300 mm diameter na pipe or 0.3. Tapos yung haba niya ay 120 meter long. Tapos so under a pressure difference may pressure difference na binibigay. So may binibigay na 280 mm of mercury. So, dito naman, tong araw na to na dito nagpo-flow yung tubig from entrance to exit. At ang hinihingi sa'yo ang friction factor. So, dito kapag binibigay yung kapag binibigay yung pressure difference sa problem, automatic dito ka na sa equation na to. Ito yung gagamitin natin. So, ito yung friction loss is HF equals to pressure difference over gamma ng fluids. So, dito siya nanggaling sa formula na to na ang pressure difference daw ay equal daw sa gamma ng fluid na minultiply sa friction head losses. Ayan. Ito yung nakuha natin. So, yun lang yun, mapa-sanction or discharge. Pero since binibigay naman sa problem na sasabihin naman na makukuha mo agad yung friction difference nun. So, dyan sa nakaturo na araw, kaya ito tayo, mag-come up tayo dito sa formula na to para makuha yung HF kasi dito hinihingi niya ang friction factor. So, saan ba makukuha ang friction factor na yon? Remember, ang gagamitin natin na formula ay yung Darcy-Weisbach equation. So, we have HF, di ba? Friction losses yung default na ginagamit. So, itong formula na to na ginagamit lang siya kapag may pressure friction, may pressure difference. Pag default, ang formula sa Weisbach equation ni Darcy patungkol sa friction losses ay itong HF equals to FL V squared over 2GT. Yan yun, makukuha mo dyan yung F, formula ng F na F equals to H times 2GD over LV squared. Diba yung G natin, ito yung G natin. Matik na yan na G is equals to 9.8066 meter per second squared. May diameter ka na inside diameter 0.3 meter. So, may length ka na 120 meter long. Tapos, since meron kang pressure difference, kukunin mo muna yung friction head loss gamit yung binigay na pressure difference. So, itong arrow na to, itong formula na to, tas ditong arrow na pababa, ito yung ilalagay natin sa formula. So, 280 mm of mercury over 8,066 kilonewton over meter squared. Since yung pressure mo naka millimeters of mercury, convert natin siya. Di ba meron tayong pressure conversion? So, ang ating alalahanin na itong 100, 1.325 kilonewton over meter squared. Ilan siya sa millimeter of mercury? Siya ay 760 mm of mercury. Yan yun. Kaya ang nangyari dyan, mag-cancel out ka. Mag-cancel out tayo. Ang matitira lang dyan ay meter. Kaya HF mo ay 3.807 meter. Cancel. Ito yung meter na natira. Kaya HF is equals to 3.807 meter. So, yun. Then, ito yung magiging HF mo na ilalapat mamaya dito sa formula ng Darcy-Weisbach na nagamit na, in-obtain naman ng friction factor. Ganun lang yun kapag may binibigay na pressure difference. Ito yung formula na yan. Gagamitin natin. Ilalapat doon. Ngayon, wala ka pang velocity. Para makuha ang velocity, itong V. So, for the velocity, panganggaling siya dito. So, sa Q naught equals area times velocity. So, cross-sectional siya. Cross-sectional area is pi over 4 inside diameter squared. So, may Q naught ka na, meron ka ng area. kunin natin yung formula ng velocity ito. Kaya V is equals to Q naught over area. So V is equals to yung Q naught natin is 0.2 meter cube per seconds over pi over 4 times 0.3 meter squared natin. So cancel natin yung meter squared tas meter cube. So ang matitira lang dyan meter over seconds. So ang kakalabasan dyan yung P is equals to 2.829 meter per second. Ngayon itong velocity mo, magagamit mo na siya dito sa formula ng Darcy-Weisbach equation. Dito. Na kinukuha naman ng friction factor. So, since meron ng lahat na hinahanap, meron ka ng h of f. Ito. Na nakuha mo dito sa dito. So, yung h is equals to 3.807 meter. Tapos yung G, meron ka ng G, siyempre ito yung notational acceleration. Tapos meron ka ng D inside diameter, tapos meron ka ng length. At meron ka na ring velocity ito. So meron ng lahat, kaya substitute na natin siya. So formula for friction factor is mula sa Darcy-Weisbach equation. Ito yan. So F is equals to HF times 2GD over LV squared. So ialagay natin dyan yung given is equals to yung HF natin is 3.807 meter times 2 times yung G natin is 9.8066 meter per squared times yung D natin is 0.3 meter over yung length natin is 120 meter times 2.829 meter per seconds that's squared natin. So magka-cancel out natin siya, cancel. So lahat yan maka-cancel. Kaya unitless ang ating friction factor na makukuha natin dyan sa F. So yung F natin dyan is 0.0223. Yan yung sagot natin. So ito ang ating kasagutan para sa problem na yan. So napakadali lang niya kung yung iintindihin yung rules. At syempre yung tama na pag-resist. Hindi tayo malilito sa napakalaking bagay na marunong ka sa unit analysis. And syempre, hindi lang naman sa bawat problem laging binibigay yung friction factor. Kung minsan, hinihingi din yung value nun. Kaya dapat alam natin yung pasikot-sikot ng mga formula para madali tayo makapag-solve sa mga following problems natin sa Bernoulli's equation with friction losses. So, yun lang po ang ating problems.
So let's calculate the variable for the Bernoulli's equation. Otherwise, related to the problem, open to the atmosphere. The pressure of the both sides will be cancelled. The height difference between liquid is 10 meters. So Z1 will be 0 and Z2 will be is equal to 10. Solving for velocity. So this. And now can we solve for the friction losses using method of equivalent length. L is given is 150 meter and LM is equal to 200 times 60 times 0.040 is equal to 10.4 meter. Solving for friction factor. Use to evaluate the friction factor to correlation. So using funny friction chart from Perry is equal to 0.008. Using pipe friction chart, Coulson is 0.042. Using Colebrook formula from Perez is 0.0087. Surface to the diameter is equal to 0.05. To solving method. Solving na for friction using from Coulson. So this 1.5 meter head means pressure loss expressed in terms of height. So this is this. So to account for this pressure loss means that additional work is required and is to be supplied by the pump. So this. So now we can finally solve the power required. So the power required is 128.75 watts. That's all. Thank you po.
So for the last part, we will answer the questions. What is the importance of this topic, Bernoulli's equation, in the field of electrical engineering? So, Bernoulli's equation, a cornerstone of fluid dynamics, plays a vital role in certain realms of electrical engineering, particularly in systems where fluid flow and electrical components intersect. One significant area of relevance lies in the analogy between fluid flow and electrical circuits. With that, they are both flowing. In analyzing circuits with elements like resistors, capacitors, and inductors, engineers often parallels the fluid flow systems governed by Bernoulli's equation. This approach aids in the understanding energy conservation, pressure differentials, and flow dynamics within circuits, facilitating their optimization and design. So, therefore, while Bernoulli's equation may not directly govern every facet of electrical engineering, its principles and application in fluid dynamics offer valuable insights and tools for understanding, designing, and optimizing diverse electrical systems and components. That would be all. Thank you.